Hey everyone, welcome to the Sweet Scribe channel. Today we're going to be making a Barber cake. So the whole chair is made out of gum paste, and we're going to start off with about a 1/2 inch thick log or tube. I went ahead and I used this rectangle cutter as my base for the height, and I cut out a round circle for the base of the chair, which I will be making another circle in the middle to put the tube or the stand into it for more support. Now I'll be cutting out the back base for the feet, and I'll be adding another black accent piece to it to match the chairs. So now I'm cutting out little feet stands to add to the back base, and I'm going to paint everything that's white silver. I should have started with gray gum paste instead of white, but I wasn't thinking. So now I had to add multiple coats of silver to get the color that I wanted. So now I used a square cutter to make the shape of the seats, and I did a quilted design in them. And I rolled out little armrests. And now I'm rolling out a very thin little log or strip to put around the base of the chairs. Now you want to add a toothpick in the middle for support for adding the seats. And I cut the bottom of the back chair just so it laid perfectly flat, and I added something in the back of the chair to hold it while the royal icing set. Now I had silver armrests, but I didn't like it, so I went ahead and redid it with black, and I preferred that instead. Now we're going to make a barber pole, which is those white swirly things that have red and blue. The first time I did it, I made the strips a little too thin and had to redo them. And the second time, I think I made the strips about a 1/2 inch thick, and I liked that way better. Now once you get that, you want to go ahead and stick a skewer in the middle. That way it gives it some support and it's easier to stick the cake in. And we added a little top to the roller. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do clippers. Very easy. You just want to get a log, almost I should say a rectangle shape, and we're going to add the cord to it and the little socket as well. Now we're going to add the little razor part, and I just cut a rectangle and added little lines to give it that blade type feel for it. And we're going to paint the blades silver. And because it was black, it was actually a lot easier to cover than the white with the silver. So now we're just doing hair combs, and these are very simple, very quick. You just cut out the shape that you want, and you make the lines of the bristles or the little combs that you want. Very easy and very quick. Now we made silver, so you're going to roll out a pretty thin strip, and you're going to make 2 sets, and you're going to flatten about halfway through. You're going to flatten it out to give it that pointy end of the scissors. And I went ahead where the two scissors meet, I added like almost like a screw there. And then you want to go ahead and paint everything silver as well. The shaver is pretty easy. You just want to get a oval, bend it a little because that's how shavers are. They have this little bent to it. I added holes for the screws on top, and I dusted it with light brown and dark brown to give it some extra details. And then I went ahead and cut out the shaver part or razor and painted that silver. And you want to let that set as well before you can put it all together. Everything here is pretty simple and easy. You just put it on the cake. For the razor part, I had to cut the end of it at an angle. That way I could glue it on there with royal icing and it looked like it was coming straight out of the razor. So here I painted everything black because I felt like it was blending in too much with the baseboard. So I painted it black. That way it had a nice shine to it and it stood out from the black cake board. And then I went through and I just went through everything and painted it with silver again. And that's the end product. I hope you guys like it